When it comes to motorsports, racing fans are accustomed to seeing high speeds, sleek equipment, and big budget racing teams. So for the spectators here at Toronto's Ontario Place this weekend, this and more awaits them. The Canadian Classics Offshore Challenge represents a new wave in motorsports. Offshore racing is considered by many to be the most demanding test of man and machinery going. Power, size, reliability, they're all key. But so too is the entertainment factor. And offshore racing has it all. Several classes of offshore powerboats are running here this weekend. The open class, where exotic equipment is designed, built, and modified to exact every ounce of power and speed. And then there's the modified and more practical factory class.
We do this not for a living, and it's for a sport, so we're always pretty careful, and we run within the means of the people that are in the boat and the boat itself.
We all run the 502 500 horsepower Merc Cruiser package, and then what it does, it puts it back in the hands of the driver throttleman, and who can put their boat together the best, choose the right prop. The boats are all very competitive, within 2 miles an hour of each other, so you've got to be on your toes the whole race.
Depending on the conditions, of course, is one boat better than another?
Yes, it depends on, like, we have a pad on the bottom of our boat, the way the bottom's designed. And this water out here today, it wasn't rough enough where a real V-bottom would take advantage of it, where with the pad we could get up and stay on top of it and never really have to back out of it.
The cats run quick. They're a little better balanced, perhaps, to the naked eye, but a V-bottom, you have to balance it.
That's a fact. You know, this boat can be a handful. It's a little under 7 feet beam, and it's pretty long, so at times it can be tricky. But that's why you rely so much on Nigel, the throttleman, and you know, that's a real skill position, and he handles the boat like it's a fine-tuned accordion.
Every sport has its top guns, and in offshore powerboat racing, the biggest and fastest are the open-class boats. The sight and sound of these monster catamarans flying across huge seas in excess of 130 miles an hour is truly awesome. And the equipment is absolutely first class.
We have a 45-foot skater catamaran, which for this year we made a little wider than a standard 45. We added another 6 inches to give it a little additional lift. We've coupled Sterling open-class motors with that. Each produce about 975 horsepower. And we have something called Weissman transmission drives on the back of the boat that are dry sumped. And what that means is that the lubrication is given to the drive from an external pump rather than it sitting in a lot of oil, so that it doesn't rob horsepower.
We're in racing for a number of reasons. Probably first and foremost is we learn an awful lot. When you get out there on the race course, you push the equipment hard, you break the weak links, we fix them so they don't break, and we introduce the same products to the consumer.
The never-ending quest for more power keeps the racers on the circuit, but offshore racing is a spectator sport, both on and off the water.
We try to be entertaining. I mean, we agree with you. The sport needed more entertainment. When we got into the sport to help it grow, we decided to have it a very spectator-oriented team.
So we sat down and put a plan together, starting off with the name of the boat and the pictures of the girls, the black, the leather, the Harley Davidson, the Viper, that was more on the provocative, more on the edge.
So we've come in with a lot of colorful graphics, some special effects, like our walkover to allow people to get up on top of the boat to see inside the engine compartment, see inside the cockpit, to let them get a real feel for what it is that we do.
Competition will always be competition, but in offshore racing, the show is almost as important as the race itself. We'll see you next time.